What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about where you should lock your e-bike and how you should lock your e-bike. And I got quite a few different examples of locks. Right now we're outside the library, and to be honest with you, this is probably one of the most safest places to lock your bike. If you notice, the majority of the bikes haven't been touched. That's a key sign. But obviously there's no restaurants around here at this point in time, so I'm assuming that some of you aren't actually delivery drivers that are asking this question. So I'm going to go with the knowledge that this is information for everyone, I assume. There's a few things that you will need to lock your bike up. If you can see it all coming out the back of the bike. Some of this stuff is optional at that. Me personally, if I am going to lock my bike, which I rarely do, I'll just use a D-lock. Which, shout out to Just Eat, because you guys gave me this years ago and I'm still using it now. If you look closely, you can see where people have attempted to cut the thing and it doesn't cut. You can just see where it's got all the pinch marks. So lucky for me, I haven't lost the bike as yet. But yeah, hopefully we don't lose a bike. These cables are quite good. The only thing you want these cables for is to latch the bike wheels back to the D-lock. You don't really want to use it for anything else. And how you're going to do that is you're going to loop it. So go through the wheel, like yay. And then you want to bring this back towards here. Now intentionally, right, even though I've got my food box on the bike, I still want to aim to lock the D-lock to the frame, if you lot can see here, to this pole. Right, that's the main key. What have I done with the keys? Okay, I found them. I'm just dropping stuff everywhere, but it doesn't matter at this point. And then you see your D-lock. It's important that A, the wire goes through, because now my front wheel stays with the bike. And B, see, that's the issue that I tend to have with things like this, right? Is that my wheels are too fat. So it's not going to fit for me. So normally what I'd do is I'd have to double up my wire, make sure and lock my back wheel, like here. Second cable. Bada bim, bada boom. Especially with it being such a big bike, this is your best option. And then you just want to, I guess, make a mess with this thing so that it's somehow latched to there. And then your wire just simply goes on like that. And then from here, hopefully I'm in shot right now. Bam. That's how you use your wires. These cables, me personally, I would only use them to like, you see, this is pointless because the wire can just come over the bike. Does that make sense? These are more for like a bike where you've got the frame and the frame can just quickly lock. But I wouldn't want to really leave my bike locked to this, because this just invites someone to want to come and have a look at your bike and interfere with it. So that's my bike locked up with 2 cables and a D-lock for a place like this, with the size of my bike as well. And the box doesn't help because it takes up more space, so it's harder to get close to the railing. But yeah, let's unlock that and go to another spot where we can interfere with the lock. Now, honestly speaking, if I am literally outside of a shop, all I'm going to do is D-lock the back wheel and go. And then at that point, as a delivery driver, I'm just going to pay attention to my bike so that I know if someone's by it or whatnot. But the good thing about this one is that it tells me if someone's touching the bike to my phone. So then that way I know if someone's tampering with it, whilst I don't want them to. You can also buy these little alarms on Amazon, where it you have to mobilize it yourself and then it will just ring off if someone interferes with the bike. I think I can show you an example of actually Luke's bike going off in that manner of speaking. Alright, so basically he knocked Luke's bike and now the alarm's going off.
Oh, that is the most annoying alarm ever.
Look, he's back, he's back. But mine's more solid.
No, it ain't.
But this has got a tracker. So no matter where they go, I can track the bike, bro.
£1, any bunch.
It's crazy, isn't it?
What's that?
My phone charger.
Oh.
Quad lock. I was trying to take the bike, I would have gone over. But you could blatantly tell he wasn't trying to take it, he was just trying to lock up. So yeah. That's how we sell bikes. We leave it there. Bam. All right, we're back. We got the picture. I'll pop it up on the screen. Yeah, let's get to our next location, go and lock up our bike. And I'm gonna show you a few places where you probably shouldn't be leaving your bike as a delivery driver, and the main reason why you shouldn't be leaving your bike there. Which I think, because we're close to there now, I'm probably just gonna head there and show you lot the situation. I think we've been through here before and I've posted it before in the past. But yeah, and this was a video you lot are asking me for. Where and how should you lock your bike? Outside the restaurant, for me, is my best option. And a majority of the time, I'm aiming to be as quick as possible and I'm watching the bike, so I'm not really locking it. But I'm not suggesting you do the same thing as me, because if you come back and your bike's gone, you're gonna be upset. So it's probably best you do lock your bike. This is Grand Central's taxi zone, and within inside of here, there's like a bike lockup, a quite big one. And you'll notice that a lot of the bikes are in pieces. So leaving your bike here, if you are gonna do it, I suggest you be very careful. Look, you can see already, there's 2 bikes over here that are in bits, right? That's a nice bike. We've seen this one before. Same thing again. And it's the same thing through here. You can also get these wheel locks this person's got. That's a terrible bike to have locked up there. Again, you see, because of how people lock their bikes, they're not like you see this? This is how you should lock your bike, in a manner of speaking. There's like 2 bikes locked into one with the second frame lock. If you just literally de-lock your back wheel, like this person, someone will probably come back and his wheel will be gone because he hasn't locked the front wheel. And it seems like people have that much time in here that they can just literally strip the bikes down. Me personally, I wouldn't lock my bike in here because, let's be real, you know, it's a target zone. And then there's tools here, but the tools are something you can use on a quick one. But like, look down here, these people have locked their bikes together. Now this is clever, right? I'm gonna show you this because if you notice here, it's like D-lock on the front wheel, big chub lock between all the bikes locked to the frame, more D-locks on the back wheel, and then the frames are locked again by another one. So that's 4 or 5 locks. Whoever's coming for that's gonna have a lot on their hands. Same here, this person done it good. Nice lock on the front, a good lock on the back for a D-lock. And it's important to go for a silver lock or a gold standard lock, which are quite important. I'll pop 2 examples up on the screen for you all. But let me get out of here before people think I'm trying to take bikes. Because look, if you notice here, right, this is the main entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's about 10 bikes stripped down there. And someone's gonna lock their bike up with all the madness. That's the worst place to leave your bike, I guarantee it. I personally wouldn't. And one of them's an e-bike. Someone had their whole kit robbed. That's dread. So yeah, a lot of people leave their helmets lying around. Me personally, I wouldn't leave my helmet anywhere. I think my leg cost me about 180 in total. So yeah. And the reason why I go with Fox, because let's put it like this. Fox is in a category where they make helmets for riders to go downhill, right? With that being said, this helmet can take some serious damage, like whacking around, bouncing around, all of the rest of it. So in my mind, it's the same as a Red Bull helmet or a Monster helmet for how it's going to protect the head. You know, it's got that good quality to it, which is quite good. So that means my head's gonna survive. I don't mind paying the £180 for it, compared to where you get these cheap helmets and you feel like your hair's getting stuck inside the helmet, all other bits and bobs. It's just annoying. So all right, as you can see along here is where a lot of drivers will park up, lock their bikes to things, etc. That's because they're gonna be quick. Now, see along here right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's normally where I'd leave my bike outside of a restaurant, but it's quite jammed, so you're gonna have to be careful where you do leave your bike. Same, bro, you good? But yeah, I would literally just leave my bike outside the store and run inside and do what I'm doing. But quickly, I need to go inside of Tesco's and grab some bits and bobs. So I'm gonna literally de-lock my bike outside here, grab a food bag, go inside and get what I need to. I need to grip this camera off the bike as well. All right, I'm done in there. Bike's still here because it's locked. I need to go somewhere else now to get 2-3 more things, I think. Yeah, I think we're done here. It's that simple. Check out the locks in the Amazon store. It's linked down below. It'll be quite helpful. A lot of them are gold standard as well, so that's what you're aiming for. Huh? Yeah, bro. You said you're good. Cool, bro. Have a good day. Cool, bro. I'll catch you lot soon.